Okay, you need to sit tight for this one. And you gotta pay attention and bear with me as I explain this. I'm currently reading Singled Out by Bella De Paulo, and she's discussing all the myths about single life. But I wanted to read the chapter on the science of being single if it affects your mental health. And just wait for this. So Bella De Paulo is talking about the fact that there's this commonly held belief that married people are happier. She cites a book that Linda Waite wrote in the 1990s, who's a sociologist. It was called The Case for Marriage, why married people are happier, healthier, and better off financially. Pretty much everyone ran with this information. That was continued to be confirmed by Stephanie Coontz in her book Marriage, A History. Though she did float the idea that maybe the people were already happier before marriage anyway. Like that marriage wasn't the cause and effect, which is always a problem with these studies anyway. But Bella De Paulo has done the work on this. She's the kind of person that will have done the work on this. And she pauses to give you an example of a fictitious drug study. And this is to make her point, so bear with me. So the drug is experimental, but it is meant to make your life better. Some patients sign up for the drug and they stay on it for the entire study, and they're called the drug group. Some people never take it, maybe they're not allowed to, so they're the no drug group. Now, some of the people that signed up to take that drug didn't get on with it. It wasn't working the way they hoped, so they stopped taking it. This group is called the no drug intolerable group. And then there's this group that had to stop taking it through no choice of their own, but maybe their doctor moved or they couldn't get the drug in their area anymore. And that is called the no drug withdrawn group. And as you can see, the values are there. Drug intolerable, no drug withdrawn. 3.3, 3.2, 2.9, 2.9. And she says, there you have it. The people that are taking that drug are happier. Woohoo! But actually, the number of people that were taking the drug are only the people that were taking the drug and weren't negatively affected by it or didn't have it taken away from them or just weren't able to do it. There were people that took it and didn't like it and they were worse off. P.S. This is the moment it totally clicked in my head, so I hope it's clicking in your head too, but just in case it's not. She then brings the whole point back to the idea around marriage. Wait for this table. Still being on the drug because it generally makes your life happier is like being currently married. The no drug group is those that are always single. The no drug intolerable group is those that couldn't stand marriage and therefore got divorced. And those that could no longer access the drug is the same as those that got widowed. They had it taken away from them through no fault of their own. Just let that whole thing sink in. When I was reading this and writing it down, the first thing I wrote was, married people who are unhappy get divorced. And it's just having this awareness of how rigorous some of the studies we see are. Even I've been at fault of reading things and not knowing all of the sources and all of the background behind it. I'm learning how to find people that you trust to do rigorous scientific experiments and bring those results forward to everybody. I've got further to go in this chapter, which goes into some other scientific approaches to actually analyse how people are affected by their marital status or not and their mental health. But I just had to share that with you because I had such a click moment with it, and I hope you do too.